Namaste and welcome to this yoga class. We're going to start by bringing awareness and attention into our breaths. As we're in a comfortable seat, and that seat can be on the floor or it can be in a chair. And we're just going to begin by bringing, like I said before, our awareness and attention into our breath. So as you begin breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, and in through your nose, and out through your nose. And maybe your eyes get heavy. Maybe your eyelids begin to close. Maybe not. Whatever feels good right now in your body as you just begin to bring that attention into your breath. Focusing on your breath as it goes in through your nose, down into your lungs, making that diaphragm rise with the inhale and descend with the exhale. So inhaling, making the diaphragm rise. Exhaling, letting the diaphragm soften and descend. And now, on your next inhalation, you're going to imagine that your lungs are divided into 3 segments. And as you inhale in, you're just going to inhale into the bottom third of your lungs. You're going to pause just for 1 moment. Inhale into the middle section of your lungs. Pause. And then inhale fully all the way to the top portion of your lungs, pausing, and then exhaling, releasing all of that out. So let's try that together, moving with your own breath and at your own pace. Inhaling into that bottom third, the middle third, the top third, and now exhaling completely. Again, inhaling in through the middle, all the way to the bottom third, the middle third, the top third, and now exhaling completely. Excellent. Now doing that one more time with your own breath at your own pace. Maybe your pause is a little longer this time. Maybe it's a little shorter. Maybe you only divide your lungs into 2 sections. Just moving with your own body and your own breath. And we'll meet again at the exhale. Exhaling completely. And then letting that breath return back to normal as you inhale and exhale. And bring the hands out to the side, bringing the palms together in front of you. In Anjaya Mudra, hands together at heart center, thumbs pressing up against your sternum. Remembering that at any point in time during this practice, you can always return back to the breath because this is yoga too. It's not just the asana. And speaking of the asana, it's yoga practice and not yoga perfect. So we're here today just to see what we can do and explore our bodies. And we're not going to push anything. We're just going to let this be easy, bringing awareness and attention out of our mind and into our bodies as we start to practice together. Taking another nice big inhale and exhale. And then bringing your hands down to your thighs whenever you're ready, opening up your eyes if they're closed. And we're going to start by opening our face really wide, opening our eyes really wide on the inhale. Exhale, closing it all down. Inhaling, opening everything back up again. Exhaling, closing it all back down. Inhaling, opening it all back up again. And one more time, exhaling, closing it all back down. And then letting your face return back to your normal, natural, beautiful, lovely face. Taking another big inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to turn your head to face over your right shoulder. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. Inhaling in, look up, moving that chin slightly up. Exhale, moving that chin to neutral position. Inhaling in, exhaling, moving that chin slightly down. Inhaling. Exhaling, moving your chin back to neutral position. Taking another big inhale. And exhaling, moving that chin back to the center. We're going to do that on the other side. Taking a nice big inhale, moving your chin to look over, your head to look over your left shoulder. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, looking up. Tilting that chin up. Exhaling, tilting that chin to neutral position. Inhaling. Exhaling, tilting that chin down. Inhaling, exhaling, turning that chin back to face the front of the room, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Moving that chin down to your chest, not forcing anything. And then on the inhale, see if you can bring your chest up to meet your chin. Taking a nice big inhale, exhale. Inhale again, moving that chin in a clockwise position over to your right shoulder and back. Exhaling, moving that chin down into the front. Inhaling, moving that chin over, counterclockwise and back. Exhaling, moving that chin down into the front. Inhaling, coming up, moving that chin up in a neutral position. And start moving into your shoulders. So just inhaling, moving your shoulders, doing some nice little shoulder rolls, going forwards. And then exhaling, coming backwards, moving both directions with your arms on your shoulders, this way and that, moving in any direction that you like. And then coming to stillness on your next rotation, bringing your hands in a neutral position on your thighs. And you're going to move your body all around your torso. So moving your hips, moving your torso all around your hips. And your hips can come up off the ground. Your sit bones can come up off the ground if you like. Or they can stay rooted firmly. We're just moving our spine and our torso up. So moving in a way that feels good to you and your body. Your circles can be as big or as small as you want, and you don't have to focus on any kind of distinct form or function right here. Just the breath. So just making sure that you're breathing while you're rotating, and then coming to stillness at the top of your spine. Now, if you're in the chair, leaving your legs the way that they are. If you're on the mat and it's available to you, try and switch the cross. Oh, I just heard some cracking there. Try and switch the cross of your legs. So I'm bringing my legs and then coming back, and I'm rolling my thighs and coming back to my sit bones here in this position. We're going to begin by bringing our arms out to the side. I'm going to bring my triceps up to my biceps to activate my arm. I'm going to nestle my shoulders down. I'm going to take that energy of pulling the triceps up to the biceps and then send that energy out through the top and the bottom parts of my arms to see if I can expand my arms a little bit more to the side. Sitting up nice and tall, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Now, bending those arms, bringing those hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers behind your head, sitting up nice and tall. You can take your thumbs and put them on either side of your neck and just slightly pull your head up. You're not tugging or anything. It's more just like an action where you're just pulling your neck up fully, letting your head just rest nicely in the back of your hands. So you can bring your hands to press into the back of your head and your head to press into the back of your hands. As you inhale, lift up through your torso, and exhale, just bring your head back slightly, opening up into a nice little back bend here, seated back bend, and stretching from your armpits all the way down to your elbows to open your arms up just a little bit more. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Inhaling, coming back up, and then bringing those elbows forward, curling down, coming down. I'm curling down into a ball. Inhaling, coming back up, bringing my elbows back out to the side, sitting back up nice and tall in my torso. I'm going to bend over to my left-hand side, inhaling, really stretching all the way through my right-hand side. And if it's available to me, I'm going to turn my gaze up to face the ceiling. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Now I'm going to come back to neutral spine, and I'm going to do it the other way. So I'm going to come over to my right-hand side, and if it's available to me, I'm going to gaze up to the ceiling. Inhaling in, exhaling out. And then I'm going to come back up to neutral spine. I'm going to sit up nice and tall again. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, I'm going to turn my torso to face the right-hand side. Taking the nice big inhale. Exhaling, I'm going to turn back to center. Inhaling in. I'm going to do the same thing, turning to my left-hand side. Exhaling, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling, and then on the exhale, coming back to center. Nice and tall. And I'm going to bring those arms back down. I'm going to press up through those arms again, engaging them, stretching out one more time. And I'm going to bring my hands together, and I'm going to bring them right here at palm center, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands down to your knees, taking a nice big inhale. You're going to start by doing some slow marches. So marching with your feet, coming up on your toes and back on your heels. Just warming our legs up. Inhaling, we're going to bring our right leg up and down. Inhaling, left leg up, exhaling down. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhaling down, inhaling left leg up, exhaling, bringing it back down, inhaling, bringing your arms up, right leg up, and then send that leg up and out. Now I have my heel pointed, my heel on the ground, my foot is flexed, and that's to protect my knee, but you can always, if this is too much, keep that foot right here with the foot on the ground and just slightly forward. Inhaling in, I'm going to bring my arms up. Exhaling, I'm going to slowly come down, hinging over this foot, taking in a nice big inhale and exhale. Wherever I am, maybe I'm only folding right here, maybe I'm coming all the way right here, but inhaling, coming back up, bringing that leg back, inhaling my arms up, sending the left leg down, coming up nice and tall in my torso as I hinge forward, just folding over this leg, coming into a nice little hamstring stretch. Maybe I stay here. Maybe my hands go down to the ground or to blocks. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, bringing those hands up and that foot up, placing it back on the ground, coming back into some slow marches with my feet. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to bring my right leg up and I'm going to bring it out to a slight angle and put it down. Left leg up, a little angle and put it down. Right leg up, down. Left leg up, down. So I'm nice and tall, inhaling in. Bringing my arms up out to the side and Uddiyana Konasana arms or goddess arms, stretching from my elbows all the way, my armpits all the way to my elbows, bringing those triceps up to the biceps, inhaling, pressing my feet into the ground or to blocks. I'm going to slowly bring my arms together, inhaling in. Exhaling out, I'm going to bring them back apart. I'm going to do that again. Inhaling in, bringing those arms together. I can stay here if I want, or if it's available to me, I'm going to tilt those arms, bringing them back slightly, bringing these elbows up next to my head. And then I'm going to bring my hands back down. Maybe I place them on my back as I sit up nice and tall. Inhaling in. And exhaling out. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale, and then bringing those arms back down using that same engagement. Bringing them back out to the side, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling in, exhaling. I'm going to start and I'm going to tilt over here to my left-hand side. If it's available to me, I'm going to bring my gaze up. Coming back. I'm going to do the same thing, coming over this way, the other way. Exhaling, I'm going to come back up, and then I'm going to bring my feet together and my mat, bring my hands down, rolling my shoulders forwards and backwards, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. My next inhale, I'm going to do that same action. Bring my leg out here, and back a little bit more, bringing it back out a little bit more, bringing it back a little bit more, taking a nice big inhale. Sitting up nice and tall on my chair, compacting my hips, so bringing my hips isometrically together so that my foundation is nice and firm, and I'm lifting up through that foundation, rooting down and lifting up as I turn to face my torso over my left hand leg. So inhaling, turning my torso over my left hand leg. Trying to keep my knees forward and straight, not moving my hips, just my torso. And then coming back to center and doing that the opposite way. So coming in, turning my torso to face over my right hand side of my body. And then coming back forward. Inhaling in, bringing my arms out. Engaging my arms, bringing my triceps up to my biceps. I'm going to bring my blocks and my hands down just for 1 minute to say that if you have a block, to place it right here in the middle of your chair. You can place it here. Here you might need 2 blocks. You might not need a block, but it's good to set up for a block first as we bring our arms out into airplane arms, bringing those triceps up to the biceps. Inhaling in, slowly hinge down. So you're folding forward slightly. I'm coming forward slightly down, forward. And then I'm going to bring my right arm down to the ground. I'm going to place it on the ground or a block. It's at the midline of my body. And I'm going to bring my left arm up in the air. I'm going to bring my gaze to look at that left arm if it's available to me as I use my hand to either press into the block or into the earth. Taking in a nice big inhale and exhale. And then coming back up, I'm going to bring my arms back out into airplane arms, sitting up nice and tall. As I come forward, hinging forward, folding forward a little bit, and then bringing my left hand down to the block or to the earth or to 2 blocks or a bolster or whatever you have. And then bringing my right arm up in the air. And I'm trying to keep my foundation as firm as I can. I'm trying to twist just my torso and not my hips along with it. And then coming back up and out of the pose, bringing your hands into cactus arms again, or goddess arms, stretching one more time from your armpits into your elbows. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Then why don't we try and bring those hands down a little this way. And then bringing them back out. And then I'm going to bring them up and down and up and down. And then I'm going to bring them down, but not all the way, and up and down and up. And I'm going to move them back around to the front again. And I'm going to come back and do this action one more time, bringing my elbows up and maybe bringing my hands back here. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. And then bringing your hands back down, bringing them forward, bringing them back out, bringing your feet together. Watch out for your block. You can kick it out of the way. Hands together at palm center. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. So I'm going to show for this class here, and I'm going to move my chair, but you don't have to move yours at home. I'm just moving it so that you can see better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blanket and I'm going to put it on my chair. And all this blanket's purpose serves is just to make sure that my hips are higher than my knees. So they're just slightly higher than my knees in this pose. And then I'm going to take a block and I'm going to put it in between my thighs. All right, so I have this block, pressing it in between my thighs, and you might say, wow, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this is in a twist, we are twisting our torsos and not twisting our hips. So unconsciously, when we twist to one side, here, I'll show without the block. I'm going to twist to one side. And who comes with me? Everybody comes. My legs come. Everybody comes to the twisting party. And we don't want our thighs to come here because it's not then a twist, then it is a turn. And we are doing a twist. So the block in between the knees helps us bring awareness into our muscle groups, into our compacted hips, into our thighs pressing against each other. So we have so much engagement in our legs that they're pointed straight ahead that they are not hopefully going to come to our twisting party. So sitting up nice and tall in your chair, feet firmly rooted into the ground. I'm going to bring my arms upward into Bharadvajasana arms, bringing the shoulders back down away from my ears to start. And we're going to turn towards the back part of the chair. Now, when we begin to turn, I'm going to put my hands down, I think I get tired. We're going to initiate the twisting action from the side we are turning away from. So if I am turning to the right-hand side of the chair, I am turning away from the left. I'm going to initiate this action from my left shoulder. Okay? All right. So bringing those arms up in the air, pressing into the block, sitting up nice and tall so we have a firm foundation. I'm going to turn towards the back of the chair from my right. So I'm turning to the right from the left. Here we go. So left shoulder is going to be the driver of this bus. Inhaling in as we slowly come forward, turning, 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 not turning our neck last, and then coming back to center. We're going to do that one more time, and now we're going to add the arms. So coming up, turning, 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 and then bringing those hands down to the back of the chair as you pull your torso through more, grabbing onto the chair, pulling with this left hand, pushing back, bringing this elbow down on the right hand side to push yourself more into a twist. Coming up, pressing through that block, and then exhaling, coming back around and doing the other side. So I'll show you, just move around the other way. I'm going to actually move my chair to this side. So coming to this side on the chair. And if you're playing with a block for engagement, you can try another position with a block, which is to turn it this way and put it in between your knees. So it just adds a whole nother element of fun to the posture. All right, so I'm sitting up nice and tall in my chair. I'm engaging my legs, my base here, the base of the twist. I'm pulling up from the base of the twist into the torso, coming up, bringing my arms up, and I'm first going to turn towards the other side of the chair, away from the side that I'm turning away from. So I'm turning to the left. I'm initiating the twist from the right. Taking my right shoulder, bringing my right shoulder forward. Coming, inhaling, inhaling, and then coming back. And then doing it one more time, coming forward, inhaling, inhaling, and then bringing my arms down, grabbing onto the back of the chair, and my head, and I even do it unconsciously. My head was all the way back here. I want to keep my head focused where my torso is. Inhaling in, and then I can just move the head slightly. Just move it slightly though, don't retch it all the way back. Nice big inhale, and exhale. And then coming back on the exhale all the way around, and you can release that block coming out of the pose. Now, we're going to add arms to this pose. So, you're going to bring your hands behind you, and you're going to grab the opposite arm. So if my right arm is down here, then my left arm is going to come up, bend, and it's going to nestle itself right here, grabbing the elbow crook of my right arm. Now, if this is too much, then don't add the arms. Then you can just do the twist the way that we did before, or you can maybe go like this and not grab. All right, so whatever you want, those options are up to you. So I'm going to come seated on this chair. I'm going to bring my right arm straight. I'm going to grab, my left hand is going to grab my right elbow as I sit up nice and tall, rooting through my base, and you can still be using that block if you want. If you're done with a block, then you can leave it on the floor. Inhaling, sitting up nice and tall, rooting down through that base, initiating this twist, and I'm turning again to the back side of the chair. So I am turning to my left. I am going to initiate this twist from my right hand shoulder. Inhaling, coming in, moving that torso, and then maybe my hand comes here. You can keep that hand here. Maybe you want to walk your hand over to here. Or maybe you want to walk your hand over to here. Or maybe your hand comes to the back of the chair. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. And then untwisting, releasing that bind from your hand, and doing the other side. So, coming back onto your chair for the other side. Left arm is straight, right arm comes behind, grabs the elbow crook, sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling, exhaling, and then turning and twisting your torso, initiating from the left-hand side of your body to turn right, bringing your hand maybe to your thigh. Maybe you, on the exhale, you twist a little bit more and you walk it over, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. And then exhaling, coming back around, releasing that arm, shaking out anything you want. You can even walk your feet out if you want to. Bharadvajasana. We're going to come back to sit in the chair the way the inventor of the chair probably intended us to. Coming to sit on that chair. I'm going to scoot slightly forward on this chair, rolling my shoulders back, bringing my hands down to the sides of my chair if that's available to me. Inhaling, I'm going to engage my abdomen by bringing my abdomen up. So it's almost like somebody gave you like a punch in your abdomen to engage that and bring it up, but you're still breathing. So don't forget to breathe. Inhaling in, exhaling. Now see if you can't tilt slightly back in your chair and lift one of your feet off the ground. And then coming forward. Let's try the other one. So engaging the abdomen, sitting up. And then lifting the other foot off the ground. And then coming forward. And then engaging the abdomen, sitting up nice and tall. And you can bring your hands to your thighs or to the chair. Let's see if we can't lift both of our legs. As we inhale, lean back slightly, engaging our abdomen, maybe both of our feet come up. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale. Maybe your hands come out to the side. Inhaling in, maybe your feet come out a little bit. Maybe you straighten, bringing them back in. And then exhaling, coming and bringing them all back down and moving your feet in any way that you need to right now. Taking in a nice big inhale and exhale. Now taking your hands, bringing them behind your back, interlacing your fingers like this. And you're going to bring your knuckles down to the chair, As you roll your shoulders back and bring your head up. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Inhaling in, releasing your hands, bringing your arms forward, putting your left elbow on top of your right elbow as you give yourself a nice big hug. Just bringing your hands as far back as you can and then curling forward, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. And exhaling, coming back up, bringing your hands out wide, crossing them back in front of the other one, giving yourself a nice big hug on the other way, and curling down into a little ball. Nice big inhale and exhale. Coming back up, bringing the arms out wide, bringing the hands up, bringing the legs out slightly as you hinge forward, coming down halfway. You can stay here or you can rise up on your toes, coming in, coming down a little bit further. Nice big inhale and exhale. And then if you want, you can bring those feet down to the ground. Bring your hands down to the floor. Just let them dangle, let your head dangle. Move it back and forth slowly, letting the head be soft. And then scooting back into your chair and slowly rolling back up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming up, inhaling, exhaling. Taking your left leg, bringing that leg up, placing the ankle on top of the knee, if that is available to you. If that's not available to you, bringing the left leg up and then placing it over the knee right here, coming forward. If you can't get your leg all the way up here, then just come down here on the ground and put your hands right here. But if you've got your leg up here, then I want you to press your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot as you sit up nice and tall. And you can stay here, or you can exhale and slowly come forward and not down, hinging over that foot, coming into a nice forward fold. And once again, if you don't have your foot up here, you can just be folding forward where you are. And then exhaling, coming back up. Let's put that foot back down on the ground. We'll bring the other one up. And I'll show, if you don't have it up, I just want you to press into your thighs like this and fold forward. So pressing into my hands, folding forward, coming into this Ekapada Rajakapatanasana, one-legged king pigeon on the chair. Inhaling in, exhaling out. And then coming back up, bringing your foot down, rolling your shoulders back, coming to the back of your chair, bringing your arms into the chair so your forearms are pressing into the back of the chair as you bring your chest up on an inhale and bring your head down. Chest up, head down. So by pressing your arms into the chair, you're bringing your chest up, taking a nice big inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhaling in one more time. And then exhaling, releasing, coming all the way back down to the chair, moving your body in any way that you need to get ready for Shavasana or final resting. But just whatever you're doing, maybe a comfortable seat looks like this. Maybe if you're on the sofa, you put your legs up on the chair. Maybe if you've got another chair, you pop them up right there. But whatever looks comfortable to you, coming into a nice, comfortable seat as you just start to bring awareness into your breath and into your body. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling in through your nose. And now audibly exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling in through your nose. And audibly exhaling through your mouth. And begin to follow your breath with your mind's eye as it goes in through your nose, all the way into your lungs, and into your hands, and into your feet, all the way to your toes, feeling that prana all the way through your body. On your next inhalation, begin counting 1 in your mind. Exhalation 2. Inhalation 3. Until you get all the way up to 10. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Now I want you to think of 3 things about yourself that you really love. 3 things about yourself that you're proud of. Maybe something you've accomplished. Maybe you're really funny. Maybe you have really great eyes. It can be anything. It can be physical. It can be spiritual. It can be anything about yourself that just tickles your fancy that you just love. Think of 3 of those things. Hold those 3 things in your mind. And now I want you to write yourself a love letter. Dear me, aren't we great? We can do blah, 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 blah. Inserting those 3 things. Sitting down at your desk or your computer, and just typing or writing a little love letter to yourself about all the amazing, wonderful things that you can do. Now I want you to take that letter you wrote. I want you to read it. I want you to feel it from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. I want you to feel how wonderfully magnificent you are. I want you to feel encased in the love that you have given yourself in this letter. Just revel in it. Let it fill your entire soul. Let it fill your entire being. Surround yourself with all of this love. And on your next exhale, exhaling all of that love for yourself, all of that love out into the universe, and watching it as you exhale, everything turning this beautiful swirly color of pink and red and purple as it just becomes encased the entire world in all of this love that you've sent out. Feel that warmth as you send out love all the way to the furthest reaches of the globe, and inhaling it in. You're inhaling it in back, all of that love that you sent out into your body, down through your nose, into your toes. You can feel this white, bright light of abundance and love filling your entire being, your entire body. All of this love that is out there, you created from yourself. And you always have access to this love. It's always there for you. You don't have to get it from anybody else. You are enough. Taking in your next big inhale, bringing awareness into your fingers and toes. Letting your breath deepen. And when you're ready and with awareness, rolling over to your right hand side. Or if you're seated in a chair, just coming to sit up nice and tall in your chair in a comfortable position. If you're on the mat, pressing yourself up from the mat. If you're in the chair, coming back and opening your eyes. Coming into an easy seated position, bringing those hands in front of your chest, taking in a nice big inhale. Remembering that you can take this feeling of yoga with you everywhere, out of the mat, off the mat, and into the world. And remembering, and this is the most important part, to treat yourself the way you would treat your very best friend. Full of love, full of kindness, and full of respect, because you're worth it, and you, my friend, are enough. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a fantastic day.